guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So the 7th anniversary is ongoing right now on Global Dokkan. Part 1 dropped, a while ago now. What was it, the 7th, I believe? And the banners were on the 8th or 9th. So it's been a little while since the anniversary has officially begun. There is a lot more coming. This anniversary has got a huge amount of stuff in it. And I sort of wanted to go over all of the goodness, the greatness, I guess, that the 7th anniversary has to it. Remember that this is definitely the best celebration in Dokkan history, I would say for sure. So let's just sort of go over all the things that are going to be coming. Now, I think the first things we're going to get into here for part 2, the main stuff. I mean, there is the new stages for these story events. So you'll be able to awaken the Chi-Chi into the Goku and Chi-Chi, the Vegeta into the Vegeta and Bulma, and then you'll be able to get the actual LR, the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. So that will be good, right? That'll drop. And then there's also going to be these two right here. So you're going to have the EZAs for the gods, as well as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron. I believe these should drop on the 18th. So if you're a global player, you don't have to wait very long. These should be coming right up very, very soon for you guys. Now, if we take a look, this EZA is definitely very big. God Vegeta, they could have made a little bit better. I'll save the full-on, breakdown and stuff like that until, the global data download hits. God Vegeta could have been a little bit better. On any given turn, he could be really good or he could be really bad. He's just one of these characters. A lot of times, these high chance to guard characters can be very, very, not good, I would say. God Goku is very tough to critique. He's either one of the best units in the game, if you're going up against a pure Saiyan or movie boss enemy, or he's just like a solidish unit, if you're not going up against those categories. I would say that this God Goku essentially is a modern-day Tech Khalifa, kind of the same thing, right? In the movie side of the red zone, this guy is going to be like the first unit you want to bring to nearly every fight, whereas on the GT side of the red zone, I almost never use this guy, right? Because he can get packed up very quickly. This EZA should be very easy to do. The weakness here is pure Saiyans, so you're going to jump in here with the pure Saiyan category team. And needless to say, there's a lot of options to use here. I can't imagine this is going to be tough for anyone, right? Now, the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron EZA, this one is a little bit tougher with the Shadow Dragon Saga, but I think even free-to-play players should be in for a good time with this one, because of the fact that even as a free-to-play player, even if you have not pulled LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you will be able to use them as a friend lead, essentially, right? You just rock like a GT Hero Super Saiyan 4 team, and you could essentially be rocking Shadow Dragon Saga, right? So it'll be very easy to sort of do that. Physical Omega is a very powerful unit, but he just unfortunately does not have really team setups to utilize right now. We'll see what he looks like once he gets an actual leader. And then Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is a very powerful character. You could use him up and down the red zone. He could be very useful in Super Battle Road stages. I think Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is a powerful EZA for sure. A unit you'll be able to get quite a bit of value out of, for sure. Okay, so after that, there will also be 2 new red zone stages for each side. So for the movie side, you have Cooler and Fusion Android 13. Cooler is a reasonably tough fight. The physical Cooler is one of the harder hitting enemies in the game. He hits very hard, but the thing about him is that he has a countdown super attack. So you always know where Cooler is going to super. It's going to be the last attack of his second turn. So with that, you can abuse that knowledge, put maybe Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in front of it, Tech God Goku in front of it, Tech Ultimate Gohan. Like, the fact that you're not going to get caught by his super attack makes him not really too bad. And then Fusion 13, this is just almost a free pass of a fight. Fusion 13 hits very hard, but you just run a full tech team in here. There's no int bosses. So Fusion 13 really should be a much tougher fight. Now, the GT side of things is much more difficult. Rildo is a really hard fight, and so is Baby. For at least a week and a half, or about a week and a half, Baby will be the hardest stage in the game on Global Dokkan. This Baby fight is very tough. Grid 8 Baby with his AoEs. This is where, you know, people will understand that, you know, 400k defense, like, you're not like, oh, we're good. Yeah. Not when Big Boy Baby is going to be around, right? Like, it's, you guys, like, these are the fights that introduce red zone difficulty, Rildo and Baby. Because Rildo's got the lock, which of course can be devastating. He's defensive lowering the whole time. And then Baby with that AoE. Poof. You can go pretty much a full physical lineup here, but these first two phases can tear you up quite a bit. But that'll be fun to get the new red zone stages. There's also new missions for the GT Goku event and the Legendary Vegeta event. Now, I'm not exactly sure which ones specifically are in this second part and which are in part 3, because there's new missions for both. Like, you get missions in part 1, part 2, and part 3. I think that the two, I think GT Heroes and GT Bosses, and then Super Saiyan 2 and Majin Power, and then I think the last 3 for each side drop with part 3. But that's a bunch more stones, a bunch more tickets, right? You know, if you're worried because you have not pulled the Gods or Super Saiyan 4s, do not be concerned, because there is a lot of stones to come still, right? So you have those new missions. Then, of course, there's the top Legendary Summon banner. I anticipate that this is going to be dropping on July 25th. I think is when we're going to see Kaioken Goku and Grade 8 Vegeta actually drop. Very, very powerful units is what these two are. Grade 8 Vegeta's got a lot of flaws. He certainly could be better, but on any given rotation, he could be a fairly strong unit. And then Kaioken Goku is definitely one of the best LRs in the game. I don't expect this banner will be changed. This is, I would almost argue, a must skip on Global, because this banner was before they upgraded yellow coin banners. If you summon on this banner, you are a damn fool if you're free to play, because this is the old yellow coin format, right? Where you have there's 12 featured units here, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you are a damn fool if you summon on this. I'm sorry. I'm not holding back. This is the old yellow coin format. Don't do it. Do not. Don't do it. God damn it. Do not, man. It's just, this is hell awaiting for you, right? Don't do it. So there's that. But then there's still 2 parts after part 2. You have part 3 and the EX part. Part 3 has the EZAs for all the free-to-play units, right? So, Goku and Chi-Chi, Vegeta and Bulma, and then the Trunks, Gohan, and Goten. There also is a stage to EZA Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. in here, but Global has already since had that. There's also then the 2 EZAs, and each of them has their own separate EZA. Oh yeah, here's that EZA area right there. But each of these LRs has their own individual EZA, so there's 2 more EZAs to knock down. This one you want Fuse Fighters, and then the Int Vegeta one you want to use Final Trump Card. These I don't remember being very tough. I think Final Trump Card and Fuse Fighters, you have a lot of powerful LRs you could rock there, so it becomes very easy, I think, to beat these 2. I'll refrain from going too deep on my thoughts on these 2. I think both could have been made quite a bit better. The physical Gogeta in particular is just a very unfortunate unit, because it's like, at least when you fuse with Int Vegito, it's like, oh, he's here. We're okay. He's here. It's not the same feeling when physical Gogeta comes out, man. It's not. It's really not. Vegito comes out, and it's like, whew, we're gonna be okay. Gogeta, nah. No, sir. It does not feel like that. There's a chain battle against Great Ape Vegeta. It is... Dude, there's been so many freaking chain battles now. King Cold. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so Pure Saiyan, Great Ape Power, and then Join Forces. Kaioken Goku's, Nappa's, Krillin's. These are the characters that you're going to want to use to take down the Great Ape Vegeta right there. So we have that. Then the final 3 red zone stages on each side get added in. This includes the hardest fights in the game. So here's Bojack, Janemba, and Broly. Bojack, I personally would rate, I think, the third toughest fight in the game. Although I see many think that Bojack is actually the second hardest fight in the game. I've done countless showcases. You guys know why. His minions. This is the Namek Goku bully squad right here. You guys will see. The amount of clips I have of Gokua, Bujin, and Beto just embarrassing Namek Goku is just, it's too much to take, man. Then Bojack comes out, he's hitting for like 1 million, and then you get to the final phase, and Bojack 100% locks and seals every single turn. Just becomes a real nightmare to make it through Bojack. Janemba is really tough, but that's it. He's just really tough. Whereas Bojack has these nasty gimmicks of locking and sealing. Janemba just like dodges sometimes, and he changes orbs sometimes. It's not really a big deal. Janemba just hits hard. Broly's the toughest fight in the game by far. Very cheap boss because you cannot dodge him. This fight would probably still be the hardest fight in the game, even if you could dodge. But what makes this twice as hard as any other fight in the game is the fact that you can't dodge, right? Because he has an AoE phase, and you just have to eat this shit from him. Unless you get really lucky and he does not super attack, right? Broly's the hardest fight in the game. Then you make it to this guy who supers you for 1.2 million damage, and he oftentimes is supering twice. It's just ridiculous. Broly is the toughest fight in the game by far. Not even close. Then the last 3 stages on the GT side are tough. Super 17 is actually a very annoying fight, and he hits very hard. This was where I was introduced to like the next level difficulty, because I remember turn 4, I fused an attack Super Gogeta, and I think, GG, I won, bitch. And then Super 17 basically one-shotted Tech Gogeta first turn. I was like, oh, okay. You also can't Ki Blast Super Attack this guy, which weakens the 7th Anniversary LRs a bit because you can't use their active skills to finish him off. The Shadow Dragon fight, there's a bunch of gimmicks in here, but it's just so long. This fight is the longest Red Zone fight that you can take a full Kale and Khalifa team in here and sweep this stage very easily. Omega is, I would think, probably the second toughest fight in the game, just because of his overwhelming power. This is the hardest hitting boss in the game, this Omega. It is balanced a little bit by, at the end, you know where his super attack is going to be, but as a super class unit, you need more than 500k defense to tank his normal attacks. You need 500k plus to tank this guy's normals. So he does become very vicious. And his type coverage. Thing about Broly and Omega, they have very nasty type coverage. You want to come into the Broly fight potentially with a lot of tech units and a lot of AGL units. AGL units to help you against AoE Broly, and then you have the tech Broly, who is just a real nuisance, right? And then Omega, you go int, STR, int. So you want to come with a lot of physical units, especially because, again, you need 500k plus to tank him. And then this STR phase is just a nightmare. So those fights are very, very difficult. The banners drop, which you guys will be able to summon on with your tickets, which will be good. The last couple of missions for the GT Goku event and Vegeta event show up, which I think is Planetary Destruction, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, and then Legendary Existence, Sworn Enemy, and Fuse Fighter. So there is those. And then finally, in the EX part, now, I think this is where Global is going to get a Global first event was teased, because if we look at the EX part here, so you get the login bonus. They dropped the boost recovery time from 5 hours to 3 hours. This is where they introduced Vegeta Jr. and Goku Jr., the LR. And then the LR Super Saiyan 4 EZA is dropped as well. This is already on Global. So this, I assume, would be swapped with the Global first event. And then these two are really strong. These guys, potentially, you can make a case for them as like top 10 overall units in the game, I think. Very good. They're very powerful next to LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Just overwhelmingly strong units, right? And, power beyond Super Saiyan, not tough. So this is a pretty easy EZA that you'll be able to take down as well. So, I mean, as you guys can see, the Global Anniversary is going to be jam-packed. There is still so much content still to come. There really is just a huge amount of characters, EZAs, stones, tickets. There's a lot still to come in the Global 7th Anniversary. So let me know what you guys think of the 7th Anniversary so far and what's to come. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.